Oh, you want to get that,
Shabbat for three. Bingo! He is hard to believe. Here's
The magic of 360 turn with the dribble. Magic down the middle. Gives underneath the Worthy. Slammed up. Third in the corner. Double fake.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Alive. Just Alive. I'm going to be doing these once a week this summer. I had to go live to know and tell you guys about the ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous news today that the Lakers are getting Russell Westbrook for KCP, Montrader. Oh my God, I had a slip up there. Montrader and KCP Kuz, Montrader in the 22nd pick, I believe, for the guy from Luzinger, local lad, UCLA, one of my favorite players ever, Russell Westbrook, returning home. How do I feel about the move? I mean, I could not think of a more, I could be wrong here, but more not the best perfect fit for each other players I would want to put on the same team. Russell Westbrook and LeBron. At least the LeBron that won a championship for the Lakers was point guard LeBron. And you can kind of say that LeBron's been a point forward his whole career, whatever. But he really brought the ball up like every play that year. Like everything ran through him. He played a lot on the perimeter, but he did a great job of it. And he controlled the game, in my opinion, better than he ever has in terms of getting Anthony Davis the ball early, getting him going, and just knowing. I thought he did a great job that season of knowing when it was time to get going, when to take it over. And obviously he did have his moments where he was passive at times, even in the glorified summer league. But overall, when push came to shove, LeBron in the playoffs last year was great. And throughout the season, he just knew when to pick his spots. So what was I going to say, though? But that being said, so look, I don't love the fit. If I'm a Laker fan, I'm a little skeptical. I love the emotional part of it. Westbrook's coming to LA. Westbrook plays hard. Westbrook is, exciting. But there's also the other side. Westbrook's never made it to the title. Westbrook is one of the most notorious players in this era of being a playoff underperformer because his IQ gets the best of him, or lack of it, I should say. And he makes poor decisions, takes jump shots when he's not that great of a shooter, reckless. The back in the day was he would never slow down. Now it's become he overthinks it at times, and then sometimes he passes when he doesn't need to and starts feeding assists, or he'll be sagging off his man, not playing defense, looking for a rebound. And sometimes I don't know. But this season for the Wizards, he still did great. He's still an all-star level player. Now the Lakers have three bona fide stars with LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Westbrook. And in my opinion, looking at that three, that's on paper better than any big three LeBron has played for. However, here's the two things about Westbrook and LeBron. They do a lot of the same things well. You want them controlling your offense. LeBron's a different level, though. He's a championship offense controller, whereas Westbrook, as the number one option, he couldn't even prove that he could get by the first round. And that pains me as a guy that's loved Russell Westbrook since the beginning and rooted for him at UCLA. 2018 and 19, he was favored and picked by many, including myself, to win those series with Paul George and in the first year Carmelo. And he failed, and the team failed. It's not just Westbrook, but he was a huge reason why. And what do I always say? You got to start at the top. Westbrook was not good enough. And this is a guy that likes Westbrook. And anyway, so that being said, as a second option, we've seen him with Durant. He's had his problems, but he went to the championship. Like, he's a secondary guy that honestly was, Kevin Durant, in my opinion, bailed on him a little early. Give it another year, 2017. Who's to say the Thunder don't make it back to the finals? Or make it to the finals, I should say, and win it. I mean, who's to say? Obviously, the confidence of the Warriors would have been sky high if they had won in 2016. But I don't think that you can count out Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook continuing to get better in the prime of their careers in 2017. Like they wouldn't have been able to come back. And you never know. What if somebody got injured on the Warriors? I mean, Kevin Durant now coming to the Warriors means that Curry, Draymond, and Klay would have had to play harder. So Westbrook as a second option, we know what he can do. But now you got him as a third option. And I think that's crazy to think about. Westbrook as a third option. Like, that's a lot of star power. It's just a matter of, the thing is, again, Westbrook and LeBron, as I said, are great controlling your offense, but what are they great at doing? They're great with the ball. They're not great without the ball. They're both very decent weak side cutters when they overload on the ball side. They make some nice cuts because they can finish around the rim. That being said, other than that, they're extremely stagnant. A lot of times just stand at the three-point line and watch things. And Westbrook's going to have the ball taken out of his hands a lot. Again, this goes back to, does LeBron make everyone better like people say? He is going to take the ball out of Westbrook's hands to an extent. That's just what needs to happen. But that's not making everybody better. You feel me? And here's the thing. You can say then that, go back and nitpick. I'm going to keep using this argument. Magic Johnson came to a team with 3-star caliber players in this rookie season, Kareem, Jamal Wilkes, and Norm Nixon, and every single one of their points per game increased, including his 18 that he brought. Do you know why? Because he plays a different style and leads a different way. And it's not like everybody can be Magic. That's not what I'm saying. LeBron is still goated, like, for sure. But that's what I mean by makes everyone better. Touches, like, we already know. This is Dime Dropper fam. Y'all are knowledgeable. You know what we say about LeBron and what happens with the third guy. In this case, that's going to have to be Westbrook. He's going to have to take a big sacrifice, and he better be okay with it. Because here's the thing. In an ideal situation, in a Larry Bird, Magic Johnson situation, both people give a little. And in a sense, that has to happen. LeBron's going to have to give, because otherwise Westbrook's not going to be happy. You got to keep your stars happy. There's a human component to this. You got to this is where LeBron needs to go cultivate his off-ball game more and go back to like what he was doing in Miami, but do it in a more finesse way by being more knowledgeable, posting up in better areas, and going to that over the right shoulder turnaround more and little running hooks that we saw glimpses of last season before he got hurt. That's what needs to happen here. But also what needs to happen is Anthony Davis needs to sacrifice. He needs to be ready to go off to play the 5 more. Guys, I'm telling you this right now, Laker fans, Drummond, LeBron, and Westbrook, I'm not digging it. I'm not digging the spacing. I'm not digging Westbrook and LeBron's willingness to shoot mid-ranges to counteract the tough spacing that's going to be placed. Anthony Davis loves to sit at the three-point line when Drummond's playing because he doesn't want to clog the paint. And every single team in the world, as I've told you, as an opposing fan, is okay with AD sitting 18 feet away like a 2-guard at the top getting screens. Nobody cares. It's when AD can get into that mid-post, low-post area on that wing, 10 to 15 feet, when that man is unguardable. You're going to have to hard double him. And even then, sometimes he'll get the shot off because that's what happens with great mid-range shooters. And that's the thing about this trade is AD needs to give. I know he doesn't love playing the 5, but it's what's best for the Lakers at the end of the day. And if AD is willing to play the 5, and depending on who they put in that starting lineup and how they fill the roster out, I think this has the potential to be a championship team. I mean, the problem is this. If I had to pick a team next season starting now, which is stupid because there's going to be so much roster turnover between the start of the season and me talking about it now. But if I had to pick a team, I would not pick the Lakers. I would not bet that they're going to win the championship the first year with this combo of the 3. Westbrook and LeBron, I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's going to be a train wreck. I mean, it has a potential. It could be, but I doubt it because LeBron James. I don't think it's going to be a train wreck. And I think Russ needs to realize here where AD is the champion. LeBron's the champion. They've won a championship together. Westbrook needs to be ready to do whatever it takes to win a championship, but that doesn't mean an effort thing. That means letting go. That triple-double streak needs to end. It's what's best for the Lakers. He needs, like, this. It's going to be just funny seeing 2 stat patters. Okay, that's a little harsh the way I said it. 2 guys that I don't care what anyone says because I was a diehard fan of one at the time, and then I am still a fan of Westbrook. At times, they prioritize their stats, and it is evident, okay? You can still say they're making the right play. They're making the play that benefits their stats at the end of the day. Sometimes it's best for a player that talented to just shoot the fucking ball. And then sometimes it's best to kick it out when it's I don't honestly get mad at Westbrook and LeBron for maybe Westbrook, not as much LeBron, of shooting too much anymore. LeBron rarely ever shot too much. He never does. Sometimes he just may take the weird shots, like bad shots, where it's like, dude, LeBron, what are you doing? But other than that, he doesn't shoot too much, honestly, LeBron. Westbrook, on the other hand, he had his moments. But yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see how they all blend and mesh and sacrifice. I'm not going to make predictions for you. I got to look at these questions. I'm not doing a podcast. I'm getting in the zone. So let me listen to what you guys are saying here. Yeah, but I'm not panicking about no spacing either. It depends who they fill out with the roster. The thing is, though, Westbrook and LeBron don't like catching and shooting at all. You know what I'm saying? They like, even, I'm not going to lie. I mean, the Kobe I watched, maybe in the Shaq days, I got to go back and check the footage. But the Kobe in my days, he didn't love catching and shooting threes. For some reason, even when he was open, even upon rewatching the footage, he likes to dribble in and create his own shot to some extent. I don't know what that is. here's the thing, guys, and I say Kobe's the most skilled player ever, but that's just one thing. Maybe with the Shaq kick it out days, he did it more, but in that secondary, he was weirdly didn't take open threes. And LeBron is one of those guys that doesn't like taking catch and shoot either. And Westbrook, you don't want him taking catch and shoot threes. He's going to want to get downhill. And LeBron can create some penetration for him, but it's just like, I don't like Westbrook and LeBron off the ball. LeBron, when he's willing to get into the right areas, yes, because he's that good. Westbrook, you know what this team needs to do? This team needs to push the fucking ball. Just, you got to, and here's the thing about LeBron. He's about to be 37 years old in December. Can he still play at a fast pace like he did in Miami? Because he's such a great athlete. Honestly, I wouldn't bet against that he could still play at a somewhat fast pace, but he's going to have to take a lot of games resting. But that's honestly okay. Honestly, the beauty of this trade is for the Lakers is when one guy misses for these load management, because you know how the NBA is now, they're going to rest players on any little instance of a knock or whatever. Westbrook and Anthony Davis, that's going to win you some regular season games. I mean, that'd be a good team right there. That would be an awesome team to root for, honestly, without LeBron, Russ, and Anthony Davis. I'd really like to see that. But anyway, and then, no Russ, LeBron and AD. That's the championship duo. And then I don't know about LeBron and Russ. What's going to be awesome is to see if they hold each other accountable defensively, because their big weakness defensively to me is LeBron's a pretty good weak side help defender. That's honestly his best attribute over the course of his career in my eyes, along with the chase down block that's become so signature to him. Definitely not as good on the ball. Westbrook in his early days was better on the ball. Now, honestly, he's a very average defender in my eyes. I think it's all effort defense, a lot of it, but he doesn't play that hard of defense anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see Russ and LeBron hold each other accountable. I think one of the big things they do, though, when LeBron's screwing up is he's just sagging off in the middle of the lane, ready for either a steal or a rebound, and not, guarding your guy close enough, even when he's guarding shooters. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? Just in no man's land. Because LeBron's a quarterback on defense. He likes to talk. He's a good communicator and he's a good help defender. So this is like, you're guarding someone too, buddy. So we'll see. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm as I said, I'm over the NBA season needs to be off for me. I need to watch this baseball, and that brings us to a good segue before I answer the questions. Scherzer, man, I can't believe it, dude. The Dodgers just get everybody. And Trey Turner. I mean, I haven't watched too many Dodger games this year. I need to be better. I'm going to be better in this month. I'm going to go to some games. And once I go to games, I get back into it, especially with the fans, man. I miss the Dodger fans. Yes, sir, champs. But we need to get another one this year. So I'm excited in the playoffs, having a rotation like Walker Buehler, Kershaw, Scherzer, who's won a World Series himself. Urias, we'll see how he does. I'm still a little worried about, I love Kenley Jansen because he's a loyal soldier to the Dodgers. I love him, and he was a great closer, one of the best in the league for a while. But he's been over the hill for a couple of years now. We play with fire with Kenley sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to read the questions. The draft so far, again, I need to get – this year, as I said to you guys, I'm going to get more into college, but I don't have too many thoughts on the draft. I hope Cade Cunningham can revive the Pistons franchise. I'll say that. And, I'm so shocked that, all due respect, Chris Duarte is a friend of our former guest. And by the way, shout out to Will Johnson, our first guest on Dime Dripper Featuring. He's going to Humboldt State to continue his basketball career for another year. And I'm excited to see him let the leash off that man to go get buckets and just go play his game, because too many days on that bench when he should have been playing. And I'm excited that, we had him on the show and he got to talk about his experience. So back to Chris Duarte, good player, good hustle, very high energy player, but that high, man, that's what I did not think he was going to go that high. Of course, it's a super team, guys. It's 3 stars. This is 2 MVPs and Anthony Davis, who's better than the guy that won MVP in Russell Westbrook. Russ wasn't an all-star last year? Man, he wasn't because he was injured, huh? But he took off in the second half of the season. He was definitely an all-star caliber player. That's crazy Russ wasn't an all-star last year because he was so good in the second half of the season. Let's see. Maniac Lane in the building. How you feeling about your Warriors, says the Lake Show. Raid says, I kind of wish they traded Trez and Kuz for Hield and they keep KCP. That would have been good. Hey, but Lake Show, I will say this. You said spacing can be created other ways. Lakers won with Rondo and bad shooting in 2020. you have to admit this. AD played a lot of the 5 in that bubble in the playoffs, and Rondo shot well in the playoffs from deep. And Danny Green, as much as he bricked, he was always keeping the defense honest, though. Tell me I'm wrong. Eric Hein Miller. Looks like my dude got some clippers to his hair, too. You like it? Thanks, bro. I appreciate the fire emoji, bro. People are critical on my hair. I like it shorter. People are critical on my hair, though. They like that long because your boy has hair, bro, but I'm not. I don't know. I like the short. I like the comfort, too, especially in the warm summer of LA, man. It doesn't get better than this. Wow, Raid says, in fairness to Russ, that 2016 blown 3-1 lead was more on KD than Russ. KD choked. I kind of agree with that, actually. I do. And the KD fanboys fucking make excuses, too. They both were at fault, though. Let's be real. Simpleton Study Hall says, no spacing. 2 stars who need the ball in their hands to be fully effective. Aging LeBron gave away KCP. They're only pure shooter that gets a lot of minutes. Not a good fit. Well, I say to that, Simpleton Study Hall, is we got to wait to see what other moves they make. CWE Bed-Stuy being a biased, delusional Nets fan as usual. Rigo Dor says, Wade and LeBron won championship, who a lot of people say don't fit together. It was not like this, I can assure you, Rigo Dor. It was nothing like this. And Dwayne Wade is much more versatile in the way that he plays basketball. He can be not ball dominant at all. It's not like Russ and LeBron. And no, I mean, people had some doubts because there's 3 stars. Any team with a bunch of stars, people are going to say that. But bro, I think everybody knew when they took the pay cuts that LeBron and D Wade. It wasn't that. Yeah, I don't think anybody had any doubts except for in the beginning when they were 9 and 8. But I thought they were going to win the championship the first year. It's Dwayne Wade and LeBron, and at the time, I mean, we didn't see LeBron play with other stars and put the third option into a box. Like, we hadn't seen it yet, so. We had all the confidence that was going to work. Wade was so he sacrificed so much with that. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Lake Show says Drummond ain't being brought back, bro. I hope for your sake. I hope he stays. I would be awesome if he stayed for the rest of the league. I think LeBron's going to end with 5 chips, though. I've been said that. So I think this could be the way he gets it. But Westbrook would have to win a ring, so it'll be interesting. Simpleton Study Hall says, let's be honest, LeBron isn't top 25. I can't tell if you're trolling or not. Let's see what you guys are saying. Ferdy Milan says, AD always dinged. That's so funny. If the Lakers can get Dwight Howard back, I've seen some comments by Dwight Howard. If the Lakers can get Dwight Howard, that would be big off the bench. Simpleton Study Hall says, you ever thought about making an audio stream where people can join in and have conversations? I do that on Twitter Spaces. You should join. Dude, Simpleton, you got to get on Twitter, bro. You have too much knowledge to sit around and not try to make a difference in this world with these feeble kids and their basketball minds. Get on Twitter, man. Start posting some old content about the history of the game, dude. That's how if you really love this shit, man, do that. Like, that's the most important. Fuck this Westbrook. Like, bro, the most important part is educating people about basketball that they didn't see because they're ignorant, okay? And the media is a machine that we can't fight. We can try our best. Just get on Twitter, Simpleton Study Hall. I'm challenging you to do it. You got to get on Twitter, bro. I'm amazing tonight, Raid. I'm amazing. I'm chilling, man. Were you surprised that this trade happened, Darian? Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I can't believe the Lakers wanted Westbrook. Like, I'm shocked. I don't think LeBron was led GM on this one either. I think the organization just made it for him. And he's like, Westbrook, I mean, he's a great player. I can try to make it work. I think LeBron, though, is a little bit like, They'll say, you can try to make it work, but he's going to be Braun, I think. He's going to be his Braun. It'd be amazing to see if his stats take a dip. Let's see if LeBron finally willing to sacrifice that 28, 7, and 7. Let's see. It's your boy Lewis asks, could Lakers still sign Dennis even though they can go over the cap? Is Dennis a free agent? Dennis is a free agent. I thought he had one more year where he can opt in. Am I wrong about that? Dude, CWE Bed-Stuy talking about JJ Baby Dick. You want him, dude? Like, okay, he just chokes in the playoffs every year, and he's only getting older, and he was not the same last year. So good luck with that, dude. That dude's nothing for you. He just lost Landry. That was pretty funny. Landry Shamit's getting passed around like, I don't know. He's getting tossed like a fucking salad around here, bro. He should live in a U-Haul. I tweeted that earlier. He's going all over the place. Now he's on the Suns, man. He's got a good chance to make a difference there next year, hopefully. I like that, though. Jamming on the Suns. Scipio says Westbrook needs a lot of shots to build rhythm. Is Bron and AD going to give him that many shots? Great question. We'll see. Lake Show, I like what you're saying about Westbrook can act as a baseline cutter as well when they double AD in the post, but that would involve AD wanting to get in the post. You know what I mean? And trying to dominate from there. Darian, are you ready to answer offseason questions about the Clippers? Like what? It says right. Giants, Andrew M. Dude, I hate the Giants, man. They suck. Right? Asked Darian, are you still mad that Astros robbed and cheated their way to a World Series ring over the Dodgers? A little bit. Not really, though. We got a chip. I just want a real chip now, though. I wasn't even in town for that. So, like, I want to be in town for the parade. I was in college, so anyway. Joseph C. says, Clips just got Keon Johnson. Athletic, but no offensive game. Never seen him play. Westbrook isn't a team player. I don't think that's true at all. I don't think that's true at all. Westbrook is totally a team player. I just think that sometimes – I just don't think he's been put in a position like this yet, though, guys. Like, we need to see how Westbrook does. Like, he has a real chance to win it. They got to win it, man. They got to win it with this team. Depending on who they – not depend. They got these three. Westbrook needs to buy in. If they can stay healthy, sheesh. Would I root for the Clippers if LeBron was on the team? Yes, bro. What? Dude, I don't hate LeBron like that, man. Come on. Bro, when they were my colors, Clippers, red and blue and white, dude, I mean, come on. Do you know how many Laker fans hated LeBron before he came here? Go watch when Kobe retired in 2016. There's only one player on that Jumbotron that said messages to Kobe, goodbye messages, retirement. That was booed. And he wears purple and gold right now. Purple and piss right now. That's not the gold. Those jerseys are ass. Sorry, Laker fans. They suck. The new jerseys that they made ever since LeBron came, them shits are like a weird yellow. That's not gold, man. That's not the Laker gold that Magic wore and Jerry wore and Kobe wore. Those jerseys were the best jerseys in the league. That's why I have some. But always just repping the player, not really as much the team. But it also is LA. I'm not a Laker hater, so I'm a history fan. So I do love that Laker history. Could the Lakers trade Dennis for a shooter? Yeah, right? I mean, I don't see why not. If Dennis could come off the bench, though, that would be pretty hype. But I don't know if he's down for that anymore after what he said last year. What's the 5 the Lakers need? Jack King asks. You know what? I'm not a GM. I don't know. But LeBron, Westbrook, obviously, AD, and then 2 more heads. So I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and play my 2K or whatever. If Lakers lose at full strength, that's crazy. Same with your Nets, though, my friend. Even more crazy because those guys are all in their prime. LeBron's 37 years old and Westbrook's a little past it. Not a little past it, but I'd say he's out of his prime, more so than Plumber Jim and Kyrie and Kevin Cupcake Durant. Who was the first option last year, Westbrook or Beal? Well, I think Westbrook was the best player on the team, but Beal was the scorer. He was the first option to score. But Westbrook had the ball the most. Beal's pretty good off the ball for this era, especially. He's pretty good. Comes off pin downs. I'd say Westbrook was still better though, because when he played well, that's when the team would tick. Beal would get his 30, but like some nights it wasn't a meaningful 30. Like in crucial moments, and like he didn't assert himself, you know. Who is she making you feel brand new with the cut though? I was gonna get a cut regardless, Lake Show, but let's just say it's going well. It's impossible for my team to lose healthy, says Bed-Stuy. Okay, buddy. Fuck the Nets. Sixers want Ben gone. Where do you think he's going? I don't know. I'm not going to play my 2K here. Thoughts on us trading up for Keon Johnson, asked Wilson Santos. I don't know anything about Keon Johnson, so I have no clue. Clips got a steal in the draft, says Hayden Sigurdsson. Tell me more. Nets big three is greater than Lakers big three. I'm not so sure about that anymore. Yeah, I'd say so, I guess. KD's the best player in the league. Harden's still, I would have him over Russ. And AD over Kyrie, yeah, I would have to say the Lakers' big three is better than yours. Damn right it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I had to charge. Anyway, you're not, but Russ may be better defensively, and Hill may shoot well with who knows. Yeah, Lakeshore, that's being a bit optimistic. He's not going to, I don't know about shoot. I mean, he could shoot well from the field, but he'd have to cut out those 18-footers and beyond. And better defensively at this stage of his career, I don't know. I mean, of course, the Warriors were better than the Nets, Maniac Lane, the 2018. Thoughts on Perk comparing Mobley to Bill Russell? He really did that? Evan Mobley? To Bill Russell? First of all, Evan Mobley's really good, but offensively, I'd say Evan Mobley maybe a little bit more polished. But Bill Russell, man, he's one of one as a basketball mind and as a competitor. So disrespectful. I don't like, no. Bill Russell is a one-of-a-kind competitor. Is Evan Mobley, like, can he coach a team, too, while he plays and play 48 minutes for an entire finals? I don't know, man. That's Bill Russell we're talking about. So I didn't even know that. I don't watch ESPN anymore unless it's a game. But because they're lefties. Yeah. I mean, Evan Mobley, he's a USC guy. So, like, I'm not going crazy as much as you guys would probably want me to do, because he's a USC guy, and I fuck with him because he made it to the Elite Eight. And I've never seen a USC team get to the Elite Eight. I wasn't, like, paying as much. Wasn't Sweet 16? Made it to the Elite Eight, I believe. So that was dope. That was dope. Let's see. Yeah, that's weak. Wilson Sanders says, we better get to Rosen and Dinwiddie or D Rose. You talking about the Clippers, dude? Tranquilo. It's okay. We'll be fine. We got to re-sign Kawhi first. That's what matters. Michael George asked, do you like the move or not? Wasn't here to hear your thoughts. I mean, I've just spoken for 28 minutes, so I guess you could figure it out. What do you mean like it? In what way? Am I a Laker fan when I like it, or am I a Clipper fan? How do I think the ex-Laker guys will do in Washington? I like that question. I think Kuz actually has a really good chance of popping off here. But what I mean by popping off is like 18 points a game on efficient shooting, and then be like the defensive hustle guy we saw in LA. I don't see him averaging over 20. Maybe he does, but I don't think they'll be terrible if he average over 20, in my opinion. Unless he really, this is a great chance for Kuz to really work on his offensive game. He's not gonna be a spot-up shooter anymore. But they have a lot of good forwards though. Rui Hachimura and Denny Avdi are only getting better. Kuz, you can add to that list now. But he's got to get put in some work. He's not gonna be in bust down LA anymore. Fucking, what is he, Winnie Harlow that he's dating? But man, he's living the bust down life over here. This is good for him. DC ain't no bad city, but it's not Los Angeles. So less distraction, more work on the court. I think he could be great. KCP, he's a good role player. I don't know how much that'll matter, though, in a team that's so young. The question is, what are they going to do with Beal? Is Beal really trying to stick around? Why would they have traded Russ then? It doesn't want to – because if you're really trying to – like, if Beal wants to continue to make the Wizards better, why would they have traded Russ if they're still trying to keep Beal? I don't know. I don't think Russ was, like, demanding to leave. I mean, obviously, I think he's stoked about coming to L.A., but, like, coming back home. But I don't think that – yeah, I don't think – whatever. As a Sixers fan, it's very laughable that all these casuals are comparing Ben Simmons to Magic. Yeah, let's not acknowledge those people anymore. Jack King asks, if Braun wins a title with Russ, is that both? Of course, it bolsters his legacy. That'd be incredible, in my opinion. I mean, not incredible in terms of I'm so impressed he did it, but like that's pretty impressive that he was the one to win Russ over, like, you know, turn him into the championship. But listen, I don't know how many people said that Russ will never win a championship as a third option. You feel me? Like I never said things like that. It's all about how the sacrifice. Would he be able to sacrifice? And I think, of course, given that it's Los Angeles and it's his home, I think that he'll be willing to, like, he's happy about this. He's fine with being a third option. I don't think on other teams and earlier in his career would have been down. But anyway. Maniac Lane says, how you been? I've been amazing, man. I've been great. How about you? What's up, Enrique Rodriguez? How you been, bro? I'm great. Michael George asks, sign Howard and Goodman. What's up with you? I'm chilling, man. Living the life. Being outside every day, getting some shots up, working, doing my job. Cash and Clay asks, what do you think about the Lakers still pursuing to get Buddy buckets? I mean, it'd be a great addition to the team. I think that it would cause something now. Jackie asks, Westbrook or Harden? I like Westbrook so much more, right? Actually, I do think Harden's better at basketball. I can still be objective with that. Anyway. Who do I got winning gold at the Olympics for basketball? Great question. Yo, guys, what did I say? When you guys watched Is the NBA Getting Better? Sorry, I turned the brightness up. When you guys watched Is the NBA Getting Better? What did I say about the development of players? And what did Kobe say? What did Kobe say in that clip that I used? That we are down and other countries are catching up because we are not taught to think the game at all levels. We don't have one post guy that we can go to and get easy baskets. All our players do the same thing, score, and they're decent playmakers and not amazing. Oh, my God. Anyway, yeah. We're all the same type of player. They don't know how to play off the ball, a lot of them. And they're also pampered by NBA rules that I told you about. What did I say about the rules? People didn't want to believe me. They wanted to be stupid and act like I didn't know what I was talking about when I put in all this time and work. Kobe aged like fine wine. I think the USA should still win the gold, but it'd be fucking hilarious if we didn't because it would just prove me right. And listen, everyone's saying, you're going to say, you don't want USA to win. That's where you live. That's your country. You're damn right it is. But this makes me look better, one. Two, I don't like – why am I a Clipper fan, guys? Because I don't like rooting for the stacked deck. It's just like we're supposed to win every time. Like, I don't know. I love the Redeem team because we had lost. If we lose this time, maybe I'll root for us again. I just don't like the direction in which USA is headed. And, USA soccer, though, oh, my God. I'm all in. I'm a huge fan. Anyway, whatever. Oh, wow. Lakers, Hayden Sigurdsson says they cannot – Lakers have Dennis's bird rights for this. They can re-sign him with their hard cap, so they can't sign and trade him. Thanks for the nice shirt dime compliment by Jonathan Villagran. Yeah, for once we do agree, Jonathan. I mean, look who the Lakers gave up for us. Who are my top 5 players in the NBA right now? I'd say Durant number 1. I'd still say LeBron. We're not going to count Kawhi because he's going to be out for a while. But I'd say Kawhi next if I had to choose. I guess I got to say Giannis now, right? Am I missing? Oh, Steph Curry. What am I saying? No, sorry. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, LeBron. Because Steph Curry was definitely better than him last year, the whole season. Steph Curry, LeBron. Not counting Kawhi, we go Giannis. Then I'm going to go with Jokic. Then Luka and Luka is probably right after. Oh, man. Lake Shows. Thanks for the hey, Lake Show. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you a lot. Just want to know who is she? Got you feeling brand new with the cut though. Hit me in the DMs on Twitter if you want to know, Lake Show. Poor KC3. Daniel Clifford says you will like Keon Johnson. He's a great downhill athlete and awesome defender. Man, BFNS 23. It would be crazy if the Lakers did get Carmelo. That would be insane. I think that would be a solid move. Michael George admitted, I am one of those fans that hated LeBron. Oh, you're a Flipper fan? LMFAO. F out of here. Did we get rid of this guy? Anyway. Back-to-back Dodgers. Yes, sir, Tad. My guy Tad. What's good, G? How you been? Raid. Listen, you says I don't want LeBron to win it all anymore. Part of that is because he's on the Lakers, and I don't like the toxicity of that fan base together with the Bronsexuals. Jackie says Magic's excited about Westbrook. Dude, Magic gets excited about anything big that happens to the Lakers. Magic gets excited. Magic could find a way to be positive about the Lakers being like 30-52. And don't make a fucking HIV joke out of that, please. They're so overdone by our generation. If anything, Magic's done great for that stuff. In the middle of his prime. Raid says, Darren, is Kawhi out for the entire season? I'm not a doctor, man. Ghost Gaming says some Laker fans still hate LeBron because they love Kobe. I don't think you can really hate LeBron and be a Laker fan. Like, you should never hate him for winning it. Like, you still won a championship, man. You're spoiled if that's the case. You don't have to like him and love him, but come on, you should like him a little bit. I mean, I feel you on the stuff he does and stuff because Kobe's so different, but you gotta like him to an extent. You gotta be appreciative of him. Here's the thing. Beluga06 says Westbrook will buy into the Lakers. He's got the Kobe mentality. I agree, but he doesn't have the Kobe IQ. So, and the skill. Kyle Kuzma makes a stupid question. Kawhi to Dallas. Come on, get the fuck out of here. What are your thoughts on Lonzo Ball? Ask Lake Show. Let me see this comment. What are your thoughts on Lonzo as a target for the Clippers? And would you like that? I think, yeah, I would like that. I wouldn't mind that at all. But Reggie Jackson is leaving? Is that what I'm hearing? I like Reggie, man. That's Reggie, man. I can't believe I'm saying shit like this, but that's the guy. That's the dude. VR Booma. Let me answer something. People can definitely stop arguing that MJ had more help than LeBron. If anybody actually ever believes that, they're so fucking stupid and didn't actually watch basketball. Come on. After year 7 with LeBron, that argument's done. It's like Jordan played with great players since the beginning. That's ridiculous. Come on. Man, I've never heard a Nets fan say I became a fan because of Garnett and Paul Pierce. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I was young and didn't notice they were old. Damn, bro, what are you, 10 years old? No wonder you're so delusional. You're a fucking 12-year-old Nets fan, bro. Oh, my God. I like that you're into my videos, though. But, dude, you got to humble and simmer your fucking ass down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your balls have to drop before you make these ridiculous comments. You have the benefit of anonymity, but now you just gave me a trump card, Sonny. Come on, Bed-Stuy. You got to go to bed at 11 p.m. tonight. There's no school, man. It's summer vacation. Got to go to 7th grade next year. Okay, I'm being mean. I'm being a little mean. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. 10th grade. I'm sorry. Anyway. Do I think the Nets are still going to be the favorite next season? Absolutely. Oh, if there's a one favorite, it's Nets and Lakers again. And I hope I feel like there's got to be one of them in the finals next year, but I just hope it'd be hilarious. It was awesome this year that both didn't make it. So that'd be dope if they don't. Dime takes out the females to dinner and asks for the Clippers special. Kyle Kuzma, what is the Clippers special? I'm actually willing to hear this joke. I got to go soon, guys. Fuck. I have to be somewhere. Yeah, you're right about Raid's right about Kendrick Perkins compared to Ayton to David Robinson. I like Evan Mobley too, Hayden Sigurdsson, but Bill Russell. Ooh, Andrew M. Good question. Oh wait, Celtics are 14 Spurs. I'm actually gonna go with the 14 Spurs. That's the way they moved the ball was so incredible, and I don't know. If, you can stop Tony from getting in the lane, but they had shooters. They had shooters, and they could defend, man. I don't know, man. And they could go big if they wanted to. That's the thing. You got to be able to go big and small, and you got to have skilled players in the post. And they got Timmy Dick. Anyway, would you guys say this Lakers team is better than the Bucks? Bro, they better be better than the Bucks, dude. It's LeBron, AD, and Westbrook. Michael George. Anybody that's saying that Anthony Davis is not top 10 is an idiot. And anybody saying that LeBron is washed now is overreacting a bit. We've seen this. We've played this game before in 2019. I'm not going to say LeBron's washed yet till he has a full season minus injury where he really looked like he's fallen off. Let's see what you guys are saying. Enrique Rodriguez says if LeBron can get Dwight a ring, he can get Russ a ring. That's not true. Dude, Russ was a backup center. I mean, Dwight. You're talking about Russ. He's a third star, and he's still an all-star. Totally different. Man, it looks like CWE was already getting grilled before I went off on him. Which team was better, the 08 Redeem team or the 2012 team? The Redeem team was better. The 2012 team was the most overrated group of talent I've ever seen. You think LeBron's still better than Giannis? That's right. I do. I do think LeBron's still better than Giannis. Do you think Slovenia can win a medal? I absolutely do. Because Luka. Raid, he says, I don't know. I have a hard time seeing a 37-year-old LeBron be better at basketball than a 27-year-old coming off a championship. Giannis. Well, I don't know, man. LeBron's pretty damn good at basketball. He's one of the 10 greatest players of all time. And Giannis is not. And I don't think he ever will be. But he's a great player, too. I appreciate you, Lake Show. I'm not going to read your message because of the content, but I appreciate you. God, I gotta go. Fuck. Yeah, it's your boy Lewis. Good point. You said I'm glad they're going to change how they call fouls this year. I hope they actually do and execute on this. That'd be great. I wonder if it's actually going to make a huge change though, and which rules are going to be done. But anyway, yeah, Terminator said it. I doubt they'll enforce those rules. It's all about how they enforce and how they call it. I'm doing well, J Love. How about you? KJ Lover says Giannis is now better than Dirk. Top 3 power forward. Okay, you need to settle down. I think it's a good argument, but I don't think he's better than Dirk at all. At all. And I don't think he's better than like Kevin McHale or like I don't know if he's even better than Elvin Hayes. He's definitely not better than Tim. I mean, we're not even gonna go there. Kevin Garnett, Charles Barkley, Carmelo. Like, I don't think that I don't think if you just go with accolades, sure, but context is important and competition is important. And this finals competition was not the best, but I'm not going to take that away from him. Anyway. Speaking of KG, would you say he's better than Giannis all time? Yes. Come on, man. That's Kevin Garnett, dude. He's an absolute dominator, face up and post up, an amazing defender, could go out and guard the perimeter, amazing rim protector, fierce competitor. I mean, Giannis is still suspect in the mid range. He doesn't have a bro. KG's not just a mid, like he shoot 18 footers, dude. Like that's Kevin Garnett, dude. Turns over both shoulders, jump hooks to death. Like he's like to me, like Kevin Garnett is like, I know he didn't do what Giannis did necessarily, but like, come on, bro. Like, are we being serious? Kevin Garnett's definitely better than Giannis to me. I don't know. If you guys think Giannis is better, go for it. I don't believe you. I don't think so. I truly don't think so. If KG had considerable, here's the thing. Even if KG had considerable help at the same age Giannis did, he would have to play against Shaq and Kobe, bro. That's not like, or Tim Duncan. Like, that's not Chris Paul and Devin Booker. A young Devin Booker at that. Anyway. Hey, Suleiman Ali, I appreciate you too, bro. Watching all the way from London. I hope you were, rooting for your Three Lions and it didn't come home. And I apologize, man. That was tough. Man, I am so blowing this. Yeah, Terminator's with me. KG with KG, yeah. Time. What moves do you want to see the Clippers make? Re-sign Kawhi and Reggie Jackson. That's what I want to see. Now that we have Westbrook, what shooter should we target? I don't know about specifics, Dwayne Demps, but I do know that they should target somebody that, if they can, they can play a little bit of defense, but that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? Kit Haas, what your dinner, bro? In fact, I need to figure that out, and that's part of why I need to go soon. Actually, Dime, where do you rank? Lake Show asks, actually, Dime, where do you rank Giannis all time? I can't really think of that, Lake Show. It's just too many. I have to make a list, and it's not relevant enough. You know what I mean? Like, if it's just not relevant enough for me to name him anything all time. He's got so much left, and yeah. I appreciate you, Roy Bradley, for the compliment on the haircut. All right. Giannis is better than KG, says OG Adman. Really? In what way? I need some, because he's better at charging. He's more athletic. That's the only thing I can look for with Giannis. He's more athletic, and I guess he makes better. He's a better passer on the drive, but KG's more of a post passer. He's not a better rebounder. I don't understand. Maybe he's better at moving his feet. Is he? I don't think he's better than Kevin Garnett, dude. Well, I don't know. I want to hear your argument here. Thanks, Big Ben. I hope you're having a good week too, dude. All right. I guess we're going to go now. Thanks. Hey, thanks so much for joining me, guys. This was fun. 49 minutes, 50 minutes. I think this is a good play to stop. But I want to hear, I'm not Barkley or Kevin Garnett. I don't know. Trajectory and production. First of all, don't talk to me about stats, bro. Don't talk to me about stats in no context. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And what about the competition that they played against? Trajectory. Yeah, the trajectory is that let me tell you this. You want to know the trajectory is that if this had happened in Minnesota and Giannis, they didn't. The only reason Giannis stayed was because they got Drew Holiday. The Timberwolves, they didn't execute enough. They didn't execute enough on that, getting Kevin Garnett good assistance. But hey, it is what it is. Peace out, y'all. Woo.